Good morning and welcome dear students. Today I am going to revise first chapter of your book Flamingo. Name of this chapter is The Last Lesson. It is written by Alphonse Daudet. Alphonse Daudet was born in 1840, died in 1897. Born in Nimes, France, French short story writer, novelist, remembered chiefly for his regionalistic sketches of Provence, for his transitional role in evaluation of 19th century theatre. The following contrasting elements are found. Daudet's best work, truth, fantasy, merciless, irony, compassion. Now I am just going to give you the value points of the story. Alsace-Lorraine was the name given to the territory that was ceded by France to Germany, Prussia in 1871 after the Franco-Prussian War. So students, I am giving you the background, the theme, the essence of the story. The last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War. It was started in 1871. France was defeated by Prussia. By an order from Berlin, German language was imposed on French-speaking districts of Alsace and Lorraine. Lesson describes how a teacher in Alsace, M. Hamel, his students and local villagers reacted to this shocking news. Alsace-Lorraine was the name given to the territory. It was ceded by France to Germany in 1871 after the Franco-Prussian War. This territory was retroceded to France in 1919 after World War I. It was ceded again to Germany in 1940 during World War II and was again retroceded to France in 1945. This is for your information. So students, in this chapter, the two protagonists of the story are M. Hamel and friends. They are from Alsace. M. Hamel is French teacher and France is one of his students. You can see in the map it has been shown. Alsace and Lorraine, these are two French districts. Alsace-Lorraine, because of its ancient German association, because of its large German-speaking population, Alsace-Lorraine was incorporated into the German Empire after France's defeat in Franco-Prussian War in 1872-71. Loss of Alsace-Lorraine was a major cause of anti-German feeling in France in the period from 1871 to 1940. France also suffered economically from the loss of Alsace-Lorraine's valuable iron ore deposits, iron and steel making plants, other industries to Germany. Linguistically, German dialect known as Alsatian remain the lingua franca of the region. Today, both French and German are taught in schools. Students, this is for your information. Now I am going to continue. Yes, now pay attention. This story is set in French districts of Alsace and Lorraine during the days of Franco-Prussian War in 1870 to 71. The last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War, 1870 to 1871. Germany, Prussia occupied two French districts of Alsace and Lorraine. By an order from Berlin, German language was imposed on the French-speaking people of Alsace and Lorraine. This story highlights the dismay and distress, patriotic feelings of M. Hamel, his students and villagers, and it is caused by that order from Berlin. Beautiful backdrops of woods filled with chirping of birds, rivers are fields offers a stark contrast to the drills of Prussian soldiers in political upheavals. Alphonse Daudet has used this canvas to show how the change of power affected the civilians. A particular student, Franz, his French teacher M. Hamel, and elder of that village. The story is set in a classroom, and M. Hamel, French teacher, and his students. So, what change was there because of that order? It was the last lecture for teacher as well as students. Setting: Franco-Prussian War in 1870-71. France was defeated by Prussia. Territories of Alsace and Lorraine came under Prussian rule, Prussian hands. M. Hamel, a school teacher, teaches French. He had experience of 40 years. He had given his services in the field of education since the last 40 years. Franz, who is a student who is lazy, indifferent towards his learning, is a procrastinator, representative of French citizen. Friends, now I am going to start the story. Franz started for school too late that morning. He was already late, so he started for school very late that morning. He sees a crowd in front of the bulletin board. Then he found that number of people gathered around the bulletin board. Bulletin board, it was the notice board. Since last 2 years, they were receiving all their bad news through this bulletin board. Communicated from the bulletin board. Usually there was commotion in school in the morning, but that day as quiet as Sunday morning. Lot of commotion, hustle bustle, sound, closing and opening of desks. But this time there was pin drop silence. Frightened Franz enters the class, but he is relieved as he is not scolded. Franz was already frightened. He feared a scolding from his teacher M. Hamel. But He was relieved as he was not scolded by his teacher. He found the change atmosphere in his school. M. Hamill, he was in fine dress. He was wearing beautiful green coat, frilled shirt, black silk cap. He wore this only on inspection in prize days. So he was in his fine dress, and the dress which he was wearing, he used to wear on very special occasions like inspection days, prize days. Atmosphere in the class was strange and solemn, serious. On the back benches sat the elders of the village. So M. Hamill informs that it's the last lesson in French. An order had come from Berlin that now only German would be taught in schools of Alsace and Lorraine. Alsace, the order from Berlin, every important news or public announcement was put up on the bulletin board for the last 2 years since German occupation. All their bad news had come from there. New order from Berlin imposed German on French-speaking people of Alsace. So order from Berlin caused a great dismay in the school that day. And the order was that only German would be taught in all schools of Alsace and Lorraine. A and L represents Alsace and Lorraine. New German teacher, new German master will come the next day. Friends understood the following things. This was the news on the bulletin board. Why Hamill had put on his fine clothes. उसने पहले ही बुलेटिन बोर्ड में वहाँ पे देखा कि बहुत भीड़ थी. And because order came from Berlin about imposing of German language on French-speaking people. No more French learning. Second thing, M. Hamill, he was in his fine attire, wearing fine dress on that day. It was his way of giving tribute. The old men of the village were sitting on back seats. The last lesson, Hamill teaches the following topics: grammar, participles, lessons in writing, calligraphy, distributed new copies for students, history, French phonetics, ba, be, we, bo, boo. These are French phonetics. So it seems as teacher wanted to pour all his information, all his knowledge in one stroke to all, because it was his last lecture. From the next day, no more French teaching would be there. Order from Berlin imposed German on the French-speaking people of Alsace. It makes all the difference. Order arouses patriotic feelings among the people. Suddenly people realize how precious their language is to them. Though they were very indifferent towards their language, all of a sudden patriotic feeling aroused. German being imposed on the French-speaking people, their patriotic feelings unite them for the cause of French. So all people, they became sentimental. So students, French districts of Alsace and Lorraine fell into Prussian hands. Then came an order from Berlin that they will teach only German in schools of Alsace and Lorraine. M. Hamill announces that this is the last lesson in French. Everyone was shocked that they will no more be taught in their own language. Now they realized how precious their language. M. Hamel blames the following people. People couldn't learn their language, neither students nor their parents. So M. Hamel, French teacher, he blamed to all the people for their habit of procrastination. हम बातों को टालते जाते हैं, अपने काम को टालते जाते हैं कि अभी बहुत समय है, वी हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम, वी विल लर्न टुमारो. ये एक जनरल टेंडेंसी है. वी ऑल पीपल हैव जनरल टेंडेंसी दैट वी यूज टू डिले. हमें कोई काम आज करना है, हम कहेंगे हम कल कर लेंगे, अभी बहुत वक्त है, वी हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम. तो ये हमारी एक हैबिट है. आई हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम, आई विल लर्न इट टुमारो. दिस इज़ वेरी कॉमन एक्सक्यूज़ कि अभी बहुत वक्त है, कर लेंगे हम. यू प्रिटेंड टू बी फ्रेंचमैन येट यू कैन निदर स्पीक नॉर राइट योर ओन लैंग्वेज. एम हेमिल ने कहा, फ्रांसीसी हैं, फ्रेंचमैन, आपको ना अपनी लैंग्वेज बोलनी आती है ना लिखनी आती है. पेरेंट्स हु प्रेफर टू सेंड देयर चिल्ड्रन टू वर्क टू अर्न मनी देन टू लर्न हिमसेल्फ. दैट्स द रीज़न पीपल couldn't learn their own language, neither parents nor their children, because of their neglecting attitude. Parents, they prefer to send their children to work to earn money than to learn himself. It means they were not very sincere towards learning their language. For making the kids water his flowers, M. Hamel was blaming himself that sometimes he used to send children water his flowers, declaring holiday to go fishing. So in this way he was blaming to all, parents, students as well as himself. We all people are responsible. Hamel's views on French language. It was the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest, the most logical. Now they developed a newfound love for French. M. Hamel goes on to declare that French is the most beautiful language in the world. It is the clearest, most logical language. Even the village elders seem to endorse. Now everyone grows sentimental as this is his last lesson in French. French, who is a student, he feels sorry for neglecting his lessons in French. Now he develops a craving for French. Now he wanted to learn his language, but it was too late. Teacher who taught it. Change in attitude. When Hamel teaches participles, he asks French a question on the topic. French fails to answer. He didn't know single word of participle. Hamel doesn't scold him. He is kind, forgiving. M. Hamel explained everything very patiently. French listened carefully. He found it easy. He understood it. स्टूडेंट्स, जब आप कोई चीज़ बहुत फोकस के साथ बहुत ध्यान से सुनते हैं तो वो चीज़ें आपको बहुत इजी लगती हैं, समझ भी आती हैं. जहाँ पर आपका फोकस नहीं होता, इफ़ यू डोंट पे अटेंशन, तो वही चीज़ें आपको नहीं समझ आती हैं. So earlier friends couldn't understand, couldn't learn his language. Might be possible he didn't pay attention. It was his indifferent attitude towards learning his language. But this time he was listening very carefully and he found it easy. Now he understood it. M. Hamel in pensive mood, he was very sad, observed everything carefully. He became emotional, on the verge of tears. Everyone turns emotional. Clock struck 12. Time for angles. Trumpets of Prussian heard. Hamel couldn't say farewell. Choked, writes Vive la France on the blackboard. It means long live France. Hamel dismisses the class. M. Hamel's aim was to arouse patriotic feelings in his students, village elders and the people of the town for their native language. He made them conscious of the glory and greatness of French language. He urged them to safeguard it among themselves. Finally, he wrote Vive la France, long live France on the blackboard and departed. M. Hamel disclosed to the students, village elders, that it was his last lesson in French. So, in this way, M. Hamel accuses everyone in Alsace of neglecting study of his or her native language. People are in habit of putting off learning till tomorrow. ये हमारी आदत होती है कि कल कर लेंगे, लेकिन वो कल नहीं आता. Tomorrow never comes. So we people are in habit of putting off learning till tomorrow. They pretend to be Frenchmen, but can neither speak nor write their own language. He accused the people. Parents are not anxious to have their children learn. They send their children to work on farm or at the mills. M. Hamel even accuses himself of neglecting his teaching responsibilities. He sent the students quite often water his flowers instead of learning their lessons. He gave them holiday when he went off for fishing. So I hope you can understand well. In this part of the video, I have given the value points of the chapter, the last lesson. Keep watching all parts of the video and give your comments and compliments in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.